Hello dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are going to analyze the quantities and estimation of different items in this industrial as civil engineering. Here civil engineers must know how the building must be quantified by using different methods. Here the methods we prefer to use is long wall and short wall methods, or what we call individual methods, or sometimes we call as general methods in different books. Here we have the room of 4 to 5 meter and the wall thickness is 30 centimeter, and you have the cross section of that building. For binding concrete we have a 90 centimeter, first class says 60 centimeter, 50 centimeter and 40 centimeter, and wall thickness as 30 centimeter with a height of 3.5 meter. Here we are going to use these methods to quantify the quantities and the all total quantities or general quantities of this project. Here the first, we prefer to use long wall and the short wall methods. We start to the center to center length of wall. That's the key point we prefer to start to analyze and to estimate that project we have here. Here the first we visual what the wall we have here. We have 2 long walls and we have 2 short walls, and these we prefer to make the center line between that walls, center line of this wall. This center line, it comes by taking a half both sides. Here long wall center to center is equal to 5 meter plus 0.15 centimeter plus 0.15 centimeter. We get 4.3 meter. For short wall, center to center is equal to 4 plus 0.15 for one side plus other for other side. We get 4.3 meter. This short wall center to center or long wall center to center, it comes to use in the detailed measurement form. Detailed measurement form, it comes as sequence number, items description, numbers of items, have length, width, height, quantities, and the explanation about the items. The question is to quantify the all quantities by using short wall and long wall to estimate earthwork in excavation, in foundation, concrete in foundation, brickwork in foundation, and plinth, brickwork in superstructure. There are 4 key frequency asked question. Here we prefer to use the sequence number. The first is if work in excavation. If work in excavation, here we come here and see the what excavation size we have here. The first concrete binding is 90 centimeter with the height of 30 centimeter and 30 centimeter to first and second 30 centimeter. Here we have a ground level between the plinth and the other lower classes of the building. Here we have the excavation. It comes from here up to here to the ground level. In this part we take the length and multiply with this width and the height. It comes at 30 plus 30 and plus other 30. Have 90 centimeter. Here number of walls to be excavated as long wall is 2, is this and this. Here firstly we start to follow long wall, here short wall here. Length of that is equal to, we take this long wall center to center, then plus a half of the excavation in F work and other a half in here. We take left is equal to 5.3, then plus a half both side is equal to 0.45 plus 0.45 is equal to 0.9. We get 6.2 meter as the length we use in long wall in excavation is 6.2. Then width is equal to 0.9, is this from here up to here. The height we use is 0.9. It's an addition of 30 plus 30 plus 30 is equal to 90 as 0.9 in meter. Then quantities here is equal to quantities by using calculator is equal to 10.04. As we use the different units is cubic unit. By in a short wall is equal to 2 walls as short wall here and this. The length of short wall, length it comes as is equal to, take the short wall center to center as 4.3 minus a half of each part is equal to 0.4.5 minus 0.4.5 is equal to 0.9 is equal to 4.3 minus 0.9. Length it comes as, it comes as 3.4. Yes, all right, 3.4. Yes, is equal to 3.4 meter. Then here take as 3.4 multiply with the width, it is same 0.9 and height 0.9. We get the 5.5 meter cube. Then it's about the first sequence number. It's ended here. Other is about concrete in foundation. For long wall. Here number of long wall is 2. Here the length is the same to the excavation is 6.2. Width is the same 0.9 and height is equal to 0.3. Here we get the 3.35 cubic meter. For short wall, number is equal to 2, length is equal to 3.4, width is 0.4, height is equal to 0.3. Then here we get 1.83 cubic meter is the same to the same previous. Yes. Here we continue to the third sequence. We move to the third sequence. Third sequence is about brickwork in foundation and plinth. Brickwork in foundation and plinth. Here number for long wall. For long wall is equal to 2. Then length must be changed because we start to the other step. We move it to other step as 30 in width. Here we have the length for long wall is equal to 5.3, then plus the whole width of that step 0.6. Here we get 5.9 meter as a length. We use 5.9. Width is equal to 0.6 and the height of that is equal to 0.3. We get 3. Here we get 2.1. For short wall, number of wall is equal to 2. Then the length of that is take length as 4.3 minus 0.6. Length must be equal to is equal to 4.3 minus 0.6. Here we get 3.7 meter. 3.7 meter. Here the use 3.7 meter, multiply 0.6, multiply 0.3. We get the answer. Here for the first class in foundation, second class, number is equal to 2, yes. For long wall, number is equal to 2 is equal to 5.9 is the same. It's equal to length of here is equal to 5.3, then plus 0.5. Here we get 5.8. Multiply 0.5, multiply 0.3. Here we get the quantity as 1.74 cubic meter. Third class for long wall, get 2 as numbers, then we get length is equal to 5.3 plus 0.4. Yes, plus 0.4, get 5.7. Here we have 5.7, multiply with 0.4 with the height of 0.6 from here up to here. In this third class, we get 2.74 cubic meter. Here the brickwork as IV in superstructure. Number is 2. For long wall only, here we skip the short wall. You may try to calculate by using short wall. Here to prefer to use the one in order to saving a time and this opportunity to continue to another method. Here number is equal to 2. Length must be equal to 5.3, then plus 0.3. Here we get 5.6 as the length of long wall. Short wall is similar to the previous by taking length minus the breadth. Here is equal to 5.6 multiply by 0.3 and 3.5 as the height of the wall in the room. Here we get the solution as 11.76. That the way overview of that to use the short wall and the long wall. Thank you for your watching this video.